this investigation, the Paw Paw-Lawton Masonic Lodge. The building was constructed in 1884 as the Masons finally moved in 1887. As far as the history or paranormal activity goes about this location, there is slim to none. However, I can tell you this was the investigation that had my tail tucked between my legs. Oh my god, dude, I just got goosebumps. What?
I feel like someone just fucking bit me.
I hereby call this lodge to be open.
Fucking shit! Black is, I swear it looked like a shadow, like Alright, so here we are. We got the frickin' boys. We're here, well, and women. We're here at the Paw Paw-Lawton Lodge here in Paw Paw, Michigan. Here to conduct investigation late night till about, 2 in the morning. I guess Drew will tell you a little bit about what happened here and what information we do know about the place.
We really honestly don't know a lot about this place. Originally, we thought this was the original Masonic temple in Paw Paw. We actually found out this is the second building. The brother here at the lodge, all he could tell us is that the previous building was located down the road on the corner. He didn't say if it was down where the hotel's at, if it was east of here, what. As for the hauntings, paranormal activity and stuff, it's really been limited to physical contact, noises, nothing evil, anything like that. So far, of course, holding Masonic meetings and stuff, they were never here till 2 o'clock in the morning. So we'll see what happens tonight, especially having 2 women here. That's just something that don't happen at a Masonic lodge. That's why we have the Eastern Star for the women, the equivalency of the Masonic Lodge for the men. Women do not come into a Masonic lodge. So to have 2 young women here tonight, that's going to be definitely a trigger object. Possibly for whatever could be here.
Alright, so we're going to start off here in the billiard room, I guess. This is actually a really cool pool table. It definitely shows its age. I'm not sure how old it is, but I've seen a video. I think it was Seth Borden did a video where, what was it, Bobby Mackey's or whatever, I believe it was. There was a pool table and a pool ball got like thrown off the table. But anyways, we'll start here. So let's start off with, telling our names. So I'm Tommy Tombstone, and once again, I'm here to communicate with you and get to know a little bit about you and the brothers that were involved in this lodge. Next person, go.
I'm Joe. I'm here to film and see if anything's here.
I'm Kennedy. I'm kind of just here to communicate and learn about the Masonic Lodge.
I'm John. I'm just here to film.
Alright, so I don't really know much about this place and the people that were involved with this place back in the day and still to this day, so I don't really know many names. But like we said, we're here to communicate with you. We want to know a little bit more about you, and we want to see if you can show yourself through verbal communication or through physical communication. So we got a couple devices set up right now. We got an EM pump going right now, which spikes up the EMF field, electromagnetic energy into the air. We got the millimeter over here. We got a 0.2 reading so far through the milligauss reading, and it's saying it's reading like 50 degrees in here. It's rather cold in here. And I am going to turn on my temperature on my SB7 spirit box as well. So we'll see how this goes.
It's visible on camera.
Can you give us any sort of sign that there's any spiritual presence here? There you go.
Right on command.
Yeah, right on command, right off the start. All right, thank you. I appreciate that. Now, can you give, that went to a 1.1 actually. It's going really high. It's at 0.8 right now, but it was just at a 1.1. When I first started this, it was 0.2. Now keep in mind, it is a little bit chilly in here, so keep that in mind, but that just went off and that spiked really the highest it's been since we've been sitting here. So can you give us another sign that someone is here in this building? Okay, that works too. Very good. Again, right on command. Can you give us another sign that you're here through like any tapping or any physical noises outside of these devices we have sitting here? Can you knock on the wall or on these cabinets like we were doing earlier to introduce ourselves to you? Can you do any of that for us? So I didn't notice this until post-production, but literally after I asked the statement if the spirits could possibly make a noise or a tap, there was a few taps. What I counted was 3 or 4, but that's really up for you to decide. Now, whether this be someone in another room investigating, I'm not really sure. Regardless, this was still very odd, and once again, this is something I didn't even notice until post-production. Can you do any of that for us? Can you do any of that for us? Can you do any of that for us? SB7, the temperature. That goes off quite often, so that's not impressive to me, but it is unique. Was that you?
Did you hear that?
Yeah, I did. I heard that too. Was that you? After countless attempts of communication via taps and or bangs, we weren't getting much luck after the few noises we heard previously, so we decided to communicate to them through the spirit box.
Sounds so weird.
If there's any spirits in this room, do you know what this ball is? What ball is this?
I heard 8.
Really?
Yeah. Like a woman's voice. 8.
What ball is this? One more time. 8. There you go. Very good. You know, it takes a lot of energy. SB7, I heard that. Yeah, we're using an SB7 spirit box to communicate with you. Can you tell me what this girl's name is right next to me? What's her name? Said her name again. Can you put one of these on?
I don't know if I'd go that far.
Oh, I don't know.
It's like
It could be a
from the
little.
70s.
Just remember, they want to watch the video before we put it
Yeah,
out.
that's very true.
Oh. That's it, I'm not going.
I think that looks pretty good.
Everyone who has phones, make sure you put it on airplane mode.
Airplane mode.
Yeah, because it
Not just silenced.
affects like the devices.
Mine's on airplane.
If you put on airplane mode, that.
Yeah, I got mine on there. It's on airplane.
Oh my god.
I was rolling. I got that.
Did it.
No, that was right as I picked the hat up, and you got me going.
How close was the hat to
I was literally like that.
Really?
Alright, I'm just gonna be rolling.
Yeah. Yeah, I just
This
started.
has happened twice. This happened earlier. We're sitting here talking, and the thing just went off on its own.
I'm gonna come up a
Now
little
it-
closer, I think.
It just happened again. All right, so we're here, kind of in this middle foyer, I guess, type area between all the rooms where the actual, would you say the temple?
Yeah, it's
lodge
temple.
Meetings
is?
are held.
Yeah, and they're down there. Was it? There is where the stairways downstairs is. That's another room. Well, there's stairways down that way too.
Oh, is there?
But there's a
Okay.
stair right here. So we got all
think I just caught an orb too.
So we got, like you see already, we got all our devices splayed out. We got an SV7, we got a REM pod, we got the classic K2, we got the millimeter over there leading to the staircase.
We got the
That's where
music
Randy is
box.
Right now. We got the music box.
I'm gonna go.
So if anything wants to walk up the stairs or down the stairway through the threshold, that will go off. We got the EM pump in the corner. Like I said, prior to this, literally like in the past like 10 minutes, that REM pod has gone off twice. Also, we have splayed out is a lot of the clothing or uniforms. I don't know if these were worn by a lot of people here, but they were in this closet. We also have, this is really cool. I didn't point this out in the video yet. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but this is an actual Henderson Ames, Frank Henderson sword. If you didn't know, if you ever watched our Henderson Castle investigation, Frank Henderson lived and owned Henderson Castle back in the day. So that is super, super cool. So we're gonna see, we're already spiking already, what we can pick up here. So I mean, Drew, do you wanna say anything to start it off?
I'm sitting here monitoring my my talk. It just said push allow it.
Push allow it.
Yeah, it's on allow it now. It went to push and then automatically went straight to allow it when you was laying the sword down.
So does any of the spirits in this room, do you want to touch us or push us? Because I fully give permission for anyone in this room to be touched or pushed. It seems like you already did that to Drew earlier, so. Did you like do you not like this sword being touched? Because it seems like the guy earlier
Chased.
It was like a weird, like growling noise that.
Drew, do you think you could move away from the REM pod a little, just so if it goes off, there's no debating whether it was you or not?
That's good.
Because like I said, you have to be real close like that. But just
Bad.
Bad. Is there any bad things that are going to happen to us because we're in this room with all this stuff splayed out? Do you not like that we put this all here for you? Or do you like this?
Well, and the pushing thing from earlier, I explained it to you a little bit outside. Knowing what I do know about the Masons with my grandfather and my uncles, my great-grandfather, all being involved in the Masons, I was privy to little things growing up, and I found out too that during that filming earlier in the main temple when it said chest stroke, and then I felt the sharp pain in my chest, your higher level masters will, instead of using the slicing motion across the chest, meaning to cut your throat, they will actually make a fist over here and pull, they will stroke across the chest to expose the heart. So, and then it said, show me or give me, and I didn't. So I got thumped, which took the wind out of me and stuff.
After many attempts of trying to communicate with the spirits with the whole group, we didn't seem to get a whole lot. At the time, this seemed very frustrating. That was until the music box started to go off. And not only did it go off, it literally wouldn't stop. So we opened another door, so if there's any spirits that wants to come through any of these other rooms, into this room, or out of this room, walk by that and say, they'll play some cool music for you.
That thing is going off.
Really? Oh yeah.
Is it because you were walking in front of it while it calibrated? No.
I don't think so.
Okay, wait. If that's a spirit, if that's you playing around with the music box, can you make that stop in the count of 3? If that's you, I'm going to give you the count of 3 to stop playing with it, alright? 1, 2, 3.
Can you please stop moving
Can
the
you-
device?
Once again, if that's you playing with that, I'm going to give you to the count of 3 to stop playing with it. 1, 2, 3.
Should we try? I'm gonna try calibrating.
Yeah.
Just to be sure. Calibrating. Dude.
Was there a spirit standing in the doorway then?
Is there someone standing right there? Now, usually if it's on the fritz and you recalibrate it, it should stop. Yeah, that's definitely going on. Yeah, Drew, walk by it and then go in the other room.
Yes, it's going on fully now.
And there's no way that the door can go.
No, and it's like, you see how it's like kind of like
Yeah.
hesitating and
It's like
stuff?
something's walking back and forth.
Because usually if it's on the fritz, it will just keep going and
Yeah.
going. It doesn't, it's not, it's like hesitating and stuff, like something's kind of like moving around back and forth. No, it's probably picking up Drew's hand right there.
I don't think so.
It's got calibrating.
No, it's still.
Dude, that is.
Oh, that's pretty weird. My phone just started recording on its own.
Can you walk over to Drew?
Yeah,
Walk over to Drew for us.
come on.
Very good.
Do you think it could be
Dude,
picking
that's-
up Drew?
Good
Yeah.
job.
This is seriously like the most reaction I've ever gotten out of the music box, out of any investigation. Like this is.
Here, step this way. Come on.
Generally, I never drag out clips like these from investigations, just because for one, people's attention spans are for shit nowadays. But this strange scenario had me scratching my head 1,000 times over and over. I'm not quite sure how I could even debunk this situation. There was nothing in the way of the music box to possibly make it go off. Usually if the box is spazzing out, it would generally just play the music constantly with no hesitation whatsoever. However, we recalibrated the device multiple times, and each time it continued to go off in random spurts as if something was literally playing with it. And just to clarify, that same night I came back home after the investigation and brought the music box out just to see if anything was possibly broken or whatever, and well, here's what happened. Alright guys, so remember tonight from the investigation how this music box was going off the fritz? Just to prove, and so this is not debunked at all. Watch this. The whole night, remember that? It just kept going off. Joe's knows what I'm talking about. It's gonna calibrate. Nothing. It's pointing over there. Everywhere I set it in the where the temple was, you saw it just kept going off. I thought it might have been broken. No, there's something going on there. It was like following that music box. I just can't even explain it. Can you see me?
Yes. Barely though. Get a little closer.
That was a good.
What?
Just look at me.
Like that?
Oh, just do your little.
I'm gonna simulate the opening of
Sit
lodge.
down
I
next to
can't
him.
do all of it, but I will.
Sit down.
I will paraphrase how we open the lodge, and I'm going to call out to the senior deacon in the west, and then I will do 3 raps to open the lodge, and we'll see if something reacts. And we've also got the lodge secured, as we do for any time that we open lodge.
Okay, make sure you use your big boy list.
I hereby call this lodge to be open. We are here and open to conduct lodge business. Senior Deacon in the west, would you please tell everyone in the lodge who is an entered apprentice and master apprentices to stand to an open lodge? If there are any brothers here that have anything to say, feel free to speak up, touch any of these devices, communicate with us. That's why these folks are here. I welcome them in as brothers and sisters of the lodge. Let us know you're here.
Yeah, I'll even recalibrate this just to see.
I kind of want to film this, you know. Huh? I want to film it like calibrating against this to show that nothing's in front of it. And then, see, yeah, nothing's happening. So, now let's put it back in here.
I gotta pull off a lot of amazing things, X-ray readings and not
Yeah. Dude, what the hell?
We debunked it.
Were you also filming on your camera?
Yeah.
So you just showed that, like, either this thing is just effed up or...
No, I show that it's not. That's
Because, yeah, you put it next to you showed it next to that step.
yeah.
Dude, this thing's just been going, like, crazy. Freaking crazy. Never, ever have I seen it go off as much.
It went.
Ever.
It did this
Ever.
a little bit during Hotel Nichols, like 2 different times. Once when I was in the bathroom, and the other time when I was in the other bathroom.
At this very moment, I wasn't aware that Drew was already recording with his recording device. So as I look up, I seemed very surprised as to what was going on. That being said, I don't believe we were all exactly ready for the EVP we were about to witness. And I've heard my fair share of EVP recordings, but this one was just clear as day, and it sounded like the spirits most definitely wanted to make themselves known to us.
Or if you want to talk to us, let your voice be heard. Or if you want to show yourself, you can do that as well. We drove a good distance to come see you and talk to you. Can you make one of these devices go off? Or can you even tell us one of your names? I'm not familiar with many of you in here because I don't know much of your names, but if you could tell us one of your names, that'd be great. Another thing you could do is if you could tell us how many are in this room right now. How many people from our group are in this room right now?
How are they going to tell you?
Can you make one of these devices go off? Or can you even tell us one of your names? I'm not familiar with many of you in here because I don't know much of your names, but if you could tell us one of your names, that'd be great. Another thing you could do is if you could tell us how many are in this room right now. Oh my god, dude, I just got goosebumps. Jacob.
bell is like loud and clear too.
What's one of your names? I'm not familiar with many of you in here because I don't know much of your names, but if you could tell us one of your names, that'd be great. Another thing you could do is if you could tell us how many are in this room right now. How many people from our group are in this room right now? Wow.
Jacob.
That was like the clearest name I have ever heard.
It's so slow. Like, I bet you I could run up and down these stairs like 5 times before he gets up to the top. Let's see how many. I gotta warm up anyways. Like, this thing is so freaking
You
slow.
should start going to the gym with me. You could do this faster.
Yeah, I could probably do it. Like, look at this. Let's see how many times. That's 1.
I think you're just gonna get one.
Dead after this.
Oh no, I'm about halfway.
Yeah, but I need to warm up like I said.
Did you stretch first?
No, I didn't stretch. I'm gonna be like sore as fuck.
Did you do breathing exercises
No,
first?
I gotta beat him. I gotta at least get 3 in here.
Oh, there's no
Hurry!
way.
You
There's
gotta
no
hurry.
way.
Hurry! Oh my god, he's almost to the top.
There's no way.
Almost there. Oh my god. Oh my god.
There's no way. Oh.
Watch your step.
You better watch your
Yeah, you're the one in the front. with the
Dude,
fucking
there's no
light.
light back. You're like, watch your step. Okay, I'm in the dark, so.
Can you see now, Princess? Alright, you're taking yours.
It just smells like fucking wet lake swamp in here.
Yeah, I can't see where the fuck I'm going.
Hang on.
Hey!
Hold on, I'm getting my light out.
God, such a baby. Alright, so we're in the basement of the lodge. There's not a lot of room down here, but so we're gonna try one last final session here.
Should
One
we
last
see the
hurrah.
fucking dead bird
Yeah.
in the hall? Isn't there? They said there's.
Yeah, it's right there. Got a nice crisp shot of that. That's probably why it smells so awful down here.
God, what touched me?
So I want to thank everyone that was a part of this investigation. If it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be where I am now. The Masonic Lodge was definitely a very interesting experience. I'm just kidding. This investigation is not quite over with, and this is the part that literally sent me home with my tail tucked between my legs. Out of all the investigations I've ever done thus far, this is the moment where I truly realize that there are darker things out there lurking behind every nook and cranny waiting to make its presence known. What you are about to witness might send shivers down your spine, and if you're a skeptic, it just might change your opinion on what you truly think of the definition paranormal.
Alright, so right off the bat, I turn this on, this is going on haywire. So we're down here in the basement, like I said, of the lodge. Try one last time. We got the REM pod set over here, as you can see. Got the EM pump, and yeah. So if there's any final spirits resting or residing here down in the basement of this lodge or the entire building, you can hear all the old people up there walking, all the guys in the group, probably Drew, as you can tell they're walking real slow. I just want you to make yourself known one last final time here tonight. Why do we pick to do this when everyone's like...
I don't know. I don't know if this is gonna fucking work because everyone's fucking running around in circles right over our heads.
Alright, take 45. We had some people running around up there. Anyways, so this is my final attempt to try to communicate and interact with the spirits here at the Masonic Lodge here in Paw Paw. We're here in the basement. I'm not sure, I think Randy and Heather were down here earlier, and they said they picked up some good responses through their spirit box or whatever they were using. Speaking of Randy and Heather, this video clip I'm about to play occurred earlier in the night without my knowledge.
As you watch this, it might not make a whole lot of sense right now, but as the night comes to an end, this will all come full circle.
Bruce?
Are you here, Bruce? Is that you? Are you touching this device here?
Bite.
Say bite.
I think it just said bite. Are you gonna bite one of us?
Bite. 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 Bite.
I've never heard it fire off like that. It said bite a bunch of times. I think they're dropping stuff upstairs.
Are you gonna bite me? Or do you wanna bite me?
I might get up there and stuff, and I'll turn the temperature on here. So, this is my final attempt to communicate with any of you who are here at the lodge tonight. All I want is for you to give us one last final sign that you are here with us and that you enjoyed our company. I'll try getting up here. So if you can make any sort of sign, whether it be a noise, a bang, one of these devices to go off, or even touch one of the individuals in this room, you have permission to do so. Please give us any sort of sign. Can you give us a knock back like this? In three increments of 3. Dude, what the?
Did you hear that?
Yeah, I did too. That was right behind me. Can you do that again? Can you give us another knock or tap? Can you give us another tap like you just did a second ago?
God!
What?
Ow!
What?
I felt like someone just fucking bit me.
The fuck?
What?
Like a spider?
Ow!
For real?
Yeah, like right in my fucking leg. Sorry, don't mean to cuss.
Are you alright?
Yeah, like was a sharp just like stab right in my leg. Ow, my God.
Wait a second, let me see something.
Holy shit.
Where was it at?
Like right here.
Hold this.
Just like,
Oh, you can't. I was gonna see if there's a
I
mark
know,
or anything.
it was like right here.
It hurt that bad?
Yeah, it literally felt like, I don't know, like it just like something like pinched the fuck out of me. Ow.
Hang on, I'm gonna...
No, I was saying I was just standing there and like this like sharp pain just right here, and it almost felt like I don't even know how to explain it, like almost like a spider bite, or it just felt like I was just getting like stabbed with like a needle because it just like clamped on. And then as soon as it was done, it was just this like horrible stinging pain like all throughout my leg right here. I don't know. And then when I like showed the guys, it was just, there's a spot like that big where it just looks like something like grabbed me like with teeth, like just.
Yeah, it looks almost like a bite mark, like
Yeah.
like someone bit you on the thigh.
Yeah.
Okay, if that was any spirit that touched Kennedy, or whatever that was, can you make yourself known again if that was... Once again, this is our final attempt to try to communicate with you and interact with you. I want you to let us know that you were here and then you enjoyed our company, or if you didn't, just give us one big noticeable sign that you're here with us tonight. Can you move something around? Can you bang on something for us? Can you touch that REM pod? Give us one last sign that you're here. Dude, it's that same thing too.
Yeah.
Very good. It's like this thing right here. But this is not even against the wall. Like it's leaned up against this board. Hand me that. One last time, can you give us one last knock to confirm? If you give us one last bang or knock like you just did twice, that will confirm 3 times. Can you give us one last tap or knock? It was at this moment where I started to feel very uncomfortable, like literally something was watching me from within the tunnel behind me. And boy, was I right. Fucking shit! Dude, there was something like in that corner, in that black, where that black is, I swear it looked like a shadow, like moved. Fucking shit! Like right in that fucking corner. I shit you not.
Gave me a fucking heart attack.
I shit you not, dude.
Well, I've been filming this whole time.
Did you see it in the camera?
I don't think so. I don't
Holy
know.
fucking shit. Dude, I fucking, dude, I don't know. I'm not going near that fucking thing again. Tonight was probably the most intense investigation I've ever done up to date, with going into this location essentially blindfolded and literally not knowing much to anything about this location. I was truly shocked with some of the evidence I myself and the group accumulated throughout the night. From the very intelligent spirit box responses, the music box going off with no possible explanation for a proper debunking, to one of our members literally getting bit. Last but not least, the insane footage of what appears to be a very possible apparition and or shadow figure anomaly. This was hands down my most insane paranormal related intervention I've ever witnessed, and I'm totally honored to have such an amazing group to share this experience with me. As always, I'm Tommy Tombstone, and this was my investigation of the Paw Paw-Lawton Masonic Lodge.